Then I go and I get to it.
I feel like I need the boots. I do.
Me too.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mary Caitlin Harding.
And I'm Catherine Antonetti. Welcome to our first episode of this semester.
We hope you all had a fabulous summer and that some of you still have your summer tans, unlike me. Hashtag pale girl problems.
With school back in action, Mary Caitlin and I have been doing a lot of work, avoiding our work. So here are some of the funniest tweets that we found this week. First world problems. I ordered my sub toasted, and by the time I got home, it was cold. Hashtag first world problems.
There isn't enough room for all the cars in my driveway. Hashtag first world problems.
I have to wait a month for my upgrade to get my new iPhone 5. Hashtag first world problems.
My shower's too hot. Hashtag first world
I have
problems.
that problem except the opposite way.
Like
My
it's too
shower is
cold.
cold
Oh.
all the time.
That's not even a first world problem.
Poor girl problem. Quinnipiac problems. My shuttle just got towed. Hashtag Quinnipiac problems.
Oh. No valet parking on the York Hill. Hashtag Quinnipiac problems. I hate that hill.
Me too. I pick up random people on the side of the road to bring to campus so I can park in the commuter lot. Hashtag Quinnipiac
I literally
problems.
do that all the time. I'm too lazy to park all the way by the soccer field, so I just pick a stranger up and say, can I have your
because
spot?
otherwise I need to park in Hogan.
There was a hornet in my pasta. Hashtag Quinnipiac problems. Hashtag Chartwell problems.
That awkward moment when I'm the first person at lunch and I look like a loner. That's good. I do that a lot.
That awkward moment when you laugh at a test you know you're going to fail. Oh my God, that happens to me all the time. When I look at a test, I'm literally like, I don't know anything.
Sometimes I'm like debating whether or not I should just like get up and leave. That awkward moment when you don't want to come out of your room because there are strangers in your house.
Ew.
Or like if you don't want to get dressed and
When
you're
does
like
that happen?
grandma's downstairs, you don't want to go
It's
say
not really a
hi.
stranger though. Okay, that awkward moment when you're singing full volume at the wrong part of the song. That happens to me
Happens
a
to me
lot.
a lot.
So speaking of funny tweets, Anthony, do you have some funny people for us to follow this week?
Hey guys, thank you, and welcome back to Who to Follow and Who to Unfollow. I'm Anthony DeCandia, your host, or on Twitter at RealAntDeck. And in this segment, I'll be telling you some people who you should follow, and more importantly, some of those who you should unfollow, okay? So for follow this week, my first account is at QuinnipiacU. You should definitely follow QuinnipiacU because obviously you go here. They tweet all campus news and updates and everything going on, so you'll always have an understanding of everything that's happening. My next thing for us to follow this week is at hashtag that. I mean, obviously, would you not want to follow the best show like ever? Come on. You get all the updates about the show. It's pretty sick, so it's awesome. And my last account to follow up this week, like what they touched up on before, is at Quinnipiac problems. I mean, it's funny, it's problems you can relate to, and it's all on campus. So that's good. And now for the accounts you should hashtag unfollow this week. First, we have Taylor Swift. Like, this girl just doesn't get it. She just is so whiny and annoying. Like, she finds a boy, he dumps her, she writes a song about him. Like, hashtag you're pathetic. Like, Taylor, I will never, ever, ever follow you. Like, ever. Okay, next on my unfollow list is Randy Jackson, the American Idol judge. Like, who does this guy really think he is? Like, you're out there judging everyone on what they're doing, but you don't sing. Have I heard you sing? No. Did I know you had a song? No. And your tweets, they're all about, like, American Idol. Like, we get it. You're on American Idol. Do you have anything else in your life? Hashtag just get over yourself. Okay, and my last person to unfollow this week is Rihanna. All Rihanna tweets about is her horoscope. Like, who cares about your horoscope, Rihanna? Hashtag, I don't care about your horoscope, Rihanna. And she doesn't care about her fans. She's self-obsessed. All she cares about is herself, and Instagrams pictures of herself and posts them on Twitter like, okay, Rihanna, we get it. You're good looking. Like, but still, you cause all that drama with bottles throwing. I don't like you. Just, that's what I'm saying. So definitely take into consideration for who I said to follow and unfollow for this week, and that is it. I'm Anthony, and back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Anthony, for that harsh but funny who to unfollow. So that's who Anthony thinks that we should unfollow, who we should follow, but we have someone that we also think that you should follow this week. So that would be Rock the Vote. That's who we decided to do this week. This account is really great. What do you think about it, Catherine?
It's awesome. It tells all the young people that they should vote. It's a program by MTV, and it's a Twitter account movement, so it's sponsored by MTV, like I just said.
It really helps get the young people out to vote.
Yes.
And not only does it keep you updated on politics, but going on throughout the election, but it's also awesome at getting celebrities to help support their cause and promote why it is so important to vote, which it is, so go follow them.
And in fact, you should go follow them right now because we're going to take a little tiny break. So don't go too far because we'll literally be back like right now. So there has been a lot of talk lately about American Idol getting a new panel, and I honestly can't keep up because I feel like they've been nonstop changing since 2007.
I know, and it's such a popular show still, which it's honestly impressive because I haven't really kept up with it since its classic days of Paula, Randy, and Simon. So, Nicole, can you tell us anything about the new American Idol judges?
I think I can help you guys out a little. American Idol has finally announced the new judging panel for season 12. Keith Urban and Nicki Minaj will be joining Randy Jackson and Mariah Carey as judges. The foursome made their judging debut yesterday, kicking off the New York auditions. Urban tweeted, "So excited to be joining the team on @American Idol, #Idol Judges on Sunday." Original Idol judge Randy Jackson was reportedly going to be dropped from the show, but it was actually Enrique Iglesias who was dropped in favor of bringing back Jackson. Simon Cowell had tweeted that Randy was the right decision. And the NHL has officially imposed a league-wide lockout. NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman warned the players throughout this past year that the league intended to lock out the players if a new deal wasn't reached by midnight Saturday when the collective bargaining agreement expired, according to ESPN. A statement posted on NHL.com said the league remains committed to negotiating around the clock to reach a new CBA that is fair to the players and to the 30 NHL teams. Meanwhile, NHL Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly said, "We spoke today and determined that there was no point in convening a formal bargaining session in light of the fact that neither side is in a position to move off its last proposal. As the NHL owners imposed their lockout, the league's website and the NHL online store removed any reference to current players and all player images. The last lockout forced the NHL to forfeit the entire 2004-2005 season." Donald Fair said Thursday that a lockout was not a necessity, but rather a choice the league made. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nicole. I know I say that I don't really keep up with American Idol, but not like an avid watcher. But hearing that Nicki Minaj is making an appearance, I may have to tune in.
I wonder if, like, when she gives her opinion in the singer, she'll do, like, a little rap to it.
I hope.
I feel like it would really boost the rating. And I also wonder how her and Keith Urban will mix, because that could be, like, a really interesting combination.
I agree.
So earlier we told you to follow the Twitter account Rock the Vote, and speaking of celebrities who support Rock the Vote, let's talk about our cutie of the week. So this guy has been a celebrity since the late 90s, and he's been holding on to the limelight ever since.
And not only has he held on to the limelight since the 90s, also held on my heart from the moment I heard Bye Bye Bye. So in case you couldn't figure it out, our cutie of the week is Justin Timberlake.
And Justin is in the top 10 most followed celebrities on Twitter, and he definitely works hard to keep with that statistic because he's constantly tweeting funny tweets. And this, combined with the fact that he is pretty easy to look at, made him quite the cutie of the week.
I agree. So, all right, I know that the VMAs were a few weeks ago, but we never got to talk about it here with our lovely Fashion Police stars, and I want to hear their opinion on everyone's outfits.
I know, and I wanted to hear what they really had to say, mostly because the Fab Five gymnasts were there, and I can't get enough of them. So regardless of that, the Olympics have been over for a while, too. So girls, let's hear what you guys have to say.
We're here to give you guys fashion tips along with fashion do's and don'ts. I hope everyone had an excellent summer and was enjoying classes so far. Steph, how was your summer?
It was good, Teresa. Thanks for asking. I'm just glad to be back here at Quinnipiac and back here doing the show. It's always a good time. So let's cut to the chase and discuss some VMA moments. The MTV Video Music Awards aired live September 6th at 8 p.m. and many celebrities attended, including Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, and many more. Some performers included Rihanna, who opened the show, dressed in an all-red skin-tight bodysuit, One Direction, Chris Brown, and many more. And a lot of the celebrities nailed it in the fashion department, while others just didn't make the cut. So why don't you remind us of all the fashion do's at the VMAs?
There's one guest that attended the VMAs. It was 14-year-old Olympic gold medalist Gabby Douglas, who I love.
Oh, the flying squirrel.
Yeah,
Love
and
her.
she looked beautiful and radiant in a black and gold sequin dress, and she was there with the rest of her teammates, who also looked so stunning. And like you said before, Rihanna showed up in the red outfit, but she took it away with the elegant white dress, which in my opinion was so flattering, and it looked so great with like her skin tone and everything.
Yeah, she did look
She
really
looked
beautiful.
so good. And another great look was Katy Perry's dress, and I thought she looked really classy. I liked how she dyed her hair back to normal because, I mean, the blue had to go. I hate like fake hair colors like that. It just
wasn't cutting it.
Not good. She wore a long black dress with red and blue flowers on it, and overall I thought she nailed it. She did a really great job. So even though I can go on and on about all the awesome fashion that was there, I can't wait to hear you talk about the fashion don'ts of the night.
Oh, my favorite. So yeah, it wasn't always pretty. During the course of the night, there were definitely some fashion moments. I'd like to begin with Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, but you really need to fire your stylist and hire a new one. You're not Lady Gaga, so stop trying so hard to be like her. Didn't like her hair color, and most certainly did not like the cop hats. Halloween's not till next month. I don't know if
just
she
getting a
got the
little ahead of
memo.
herself.
Yeah, she's getting a little ahead of herself.
Misses
Yeah.
those college days.
Yeah, of course. And another celeb I'd like to call out is, sorry T Swift, but I guess the mystery of Where's Waldo has been solved because he clearly performed at the VMAs. So yeah, she performed her new song at the end of the night. We are never, never, never. Never.
Getting back to you.
How many nevers are there? Okay,
A lot, too
whatever.
many.
Never getting back together. And after she was wearing that, I don't think anyone would want to get back with her.
Real quick, I think she should never ever get back with that outfit.
I know, seriously.
So,
I'm sorry, but she wore shorts and a red and white striped sweater, and it just didn't necessarily look bad. She just looked really plain, and I feel like ever since she started dating a descendant from the Kennedy family, she wants to appear like one. So one last celeb I need to call out is Frank Ocean. He wore striped shorts and a polka dot shirt. I mean, those patterns just unfortunately never look good together no matter who you are. Sorry.
yeah, definitely. I mean, and can I just say that I hate Miley Cyrus's new hair. Even though it's
Miley.
been like a month, I just need to talk about it because I hate it so much.
let it out, just let it out.
I also saw a meme, and it showed her and Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter next to each other.
Oh, I saw that.
And they're definitely twins. I think she was like wants to be like on that movie, but it's
she just is
disgusting.
so
like
weird.
you look
I
like
don't
a
know
boy.
what's
You're
wrong with
engaged,
her.
and like I think he wants to unengage you. So, but also Demi Lovato is blonde, and I thought she rocked at the VMAs. She
Yeah,
looked
she
really,
did
really
look very good.
and it was just a really good award show yet again. So unfortunately, that's all we have for you guys today. But next week we'll have more fashion and some beauty tips. To be sure to tune in then. Back to you guys.
Riley's haircut is just too terrible, and like I'm conflicted about it because she donated her hair, which is great and all, but it's just so terrible.
I know, and I'm mostly confused because she seems to really like it. She
Yeah.
wasn't like, oh, I got this haircut because I donated my hair. She just genuinely likes it
was
the way
just
it
like,
looks,
"This is my
which is
hair."
just odd to me.
Hopefully her hair grows back really fast and before the wedding. So, okay, everyone, when we return, we will have our Bachelor of the Week, and we're asking him questions that you won't want to miss, so stick around.
Definitely. Welcome back to our personal favorite segment, All the Single Ladies. Tonight we are graced with the presence of Chris Aldo. He's going to be our bachelor. But before we get into asking him questions or drilling him, we're going to do our favorite single lady tweets of the week.
And because it's a new year and new problems have arisen for us single girls around the world, here are some of our favorite single girl tweets. I want a boyfriend just so he can pick me up from school and bring me home. Hashtag single girl problem.
There are no boys in my classes. How am I supposed to find my husband? Hashtag single girl problem.
have that problem
Hashtag
a lot.
broadcast major problems.
Hashtag psychology major
Ooh,
problems. There
definitely.
are no boys in psychology.
Definitely.
Oh, a proposal at a wedding. Perfect. Just what I needed. Hashtag single girl problems.
The Hunger Games of Freya is about eating as much as possible, right? Hashtag single girl problems.
When Mary Kayla and I went to the Hunger Games, we literally ate so much and it was
We
midnight.
brought snacks with us. I brought a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Okay, so anyway, now that we are back from the summer, everyone's mind, or at least every girl's mind, is on relationships. And right now, we're in that awkward phase between summer hookups and new school crushes. So, Chris, you're going to have to help us answer some of our questions.
Got it.
He's going to try and help us decipher what's going on in the mind of guys.
So, our first question is, what do we do if we met someone over the summer, and now that school has started and we're still texting, we don't know whether it's going to become a relationship or if they're just like being nice and we should just let it go?
I mean, I'm going to say that if it happens over the summer, it should stay in the summer. See,
Oh.
I'm from New Jersey, and I strictly abide by what Snooki and J-Rob said. Never fall in love with the Jersey Shore. Now, that applies everywhere, even if you're not from Jersey. It should be never fall in love
Okay.
over the summer because
Okay.
everyone's in the same mentality. And when you leave and part to go back to school, distance becomes an issue, and you don't really want to have
Yeah.
to make it work. You want to be able to enjoy yourself, focus on your studies. And I would say if it's meant to be, next summer it'll happen again.
So
and you
you're
gotta
saying
be
like no
together.
exceptions?
Just let
Now,
it go.
Let it
there
go
can
and
always-
move
no,
on.
There could always be exceptions, don't get me wrong.
But
I
that's
mean,
the hard and fast rule we're going by tonight.
I'm not gonna like fight against true
He's
love.
not beating it against the bush.
If you
All right.
guys like know it's right, it's right. I mean,
All
make
right.
it work.
Okay, cool.
know
So
it's
moving on, tons of freshmen are here on campus, and let me tell you, I have seen lots of love in the air between them, and
Yeah.
it's actually making me a little jealous. But how soon is too soon for them to start a relationship?
I mean, coming from freshmen who are still wearing lanyards and carrying food trays, I don't
fair.
really think that it's the appropriate time for them to start getting into a relationship.
Right.
Why don't you figure out that like where Tater Hall is first, maybe, and
look for love
what
later.
not to do on campus before you try to find someone to spend the night with or spend the rest of the
All right.
semester with.
I totally agree with that.
So if you're doing some casual Facebook stalking and you see that your summer fling is already in a new relationship, is it like okay to get mad at them, and can you call them out about it? Like,
Oh,
help me out here.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're going off like 20 days now that you've been back at
Yeah,
school, like
20
like
days.
4 weeks being away from each other, and he's already trying to talk to someone else. Clearly, he has some issues with being intimate with one person, and I think I would call him out and be like, I'm not, not to beat around the bush, but that guy's a player, and he needs to be put in his place.
You tell him, Chris.
And he
Maybe
doesn't
we should
deserve
list you
us.
some text messages. All right, last question. What if you came into college with a girlfriend, being a guy, and how realistic is it that that guy is going to stay faithful or will want to stay in a relationship with his girl from home?
I know many people who have made a college relationship work, even with distance being a factor. If both parties are willing to come into college with the mindset that they're going to stay together, I think that shows a lot about how they trust each other. So I think the
Yeah.
relationship's very strong to start off with. I think if he wanted to be single and go out and do college things, he would have made that clear before you guys came back to school. So I really think that you guys should make it work and not have any kind of trust issues.
So you're
Do you
like
hear that,
realistic
ladies?
but
Don't get too
romantic.
crazy when your guy's away from you. Okay.
It'll be okay.
Yes. Thank you
gonna be
so much for
fine.
talking with us this evening. We always need some sane guys' opinions since we are admittedly a little crazy.
It was a great way to start off the year.
Okay, so we're going to talk about some campus news. Do you mind staying on? Do you want to hear about it?
Absolutely,
All right,
let's
that's what
talk.
we like to hear. So there's tons of things going on campus this week, starting up the school year, lots of stuff going on. People trying to get involved right away, which is always great. So, Catherine, do you want to start talking to us about that?
Yeah, so there's been a lot going on in campus, like you just said, and it is hard to keep up, which is why we're going to say it. So we're looking forward to every Thursday in September on the Bobcat lawn is the farmer's market until
yeah.
11 a.m. Or it's 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And here you can get a variety of organic fruits and vegetables and snacks, and I definitely recommend that you check it out.
Also, voting for freshman class president is September 19th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you can go right on to Do You Youth to vote. There are currently 18 people running for this position. Wow, that's a lot.
That's impressive.
And your
Yeah.
vote really matters.
So it's going to be a tough race. So if you have a friend on your floor that's running, make sure you vote for them.
Yep. And also something to look forward to in the next few weeks is the Dropkick Murphys. So for those of you who don't know them, you should listen to their song "Shipping Up to Boston."
It's a classic.
It's a good one. I guarantee you'll know them after hearing it. And lucky for us, Quinnipiac is bringing them here September 28th, and it's free.
And free's always great, right,
Free's
Chris?
great.
Awesome. And so we don't have to pay for anything, aka
Hashtag poor college student
Hashtag
problem.
free.
Exactly. So get your tickets up at the TD Bank Sports Center, and that's what's happening on campus this week. We hope to see you around. That's all we have for this week. But next week, we will have some hilarious tweet-offs. If you want to be involved in a tweet-off, tweet at us at #ThatQU, and we will see you all then.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for being
Yeah,
here,
thanks
Chris.
for
You guys are
coming.
very welcome.
You gave